Hi everyone, this is Kedra with NyxMoonOracle, and today I am bringing you a Twin Flames in Separation reading. So if this reading doesn't resonate with you and your situation, that's okay. Please check back next week for another Twin Flame reading. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the information is down below. You can go to my Etsy shop, NyxMoonOracle on Etsy. I have some Twin Flame readings up right now for separation, and those of you that are not in separation, as well as some past life. I'm going to have a lot of readings and card decks going up there. I finally sat down and did all the work to start my Etsy shop to make booking easier for you. And pretty soon my website is going to be live, and it'll be even easier for you to book a reading with me. So let's get this reading started. If you could please click like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications if you like this video. When you do comment and like and subscribe, there's an energy exchange, especially commenting. And I'm able to tap into situations more clearly. Like if you're to leave a comment for me down below, I'm more likely to pick up on your energy in future Twin Flame readings. So let's get this started. Let's get into what is the current shared energy with the Twin Spirit. What's going on there? I'm going to get this new deck right here. It's a big one, but the messages are so beautiful. And the artwork is really beautiful as well. I'll put a link below to it. It's really gorgeous. Seer. Garden. Coffin. This just confirms this relationship is in separation with the Coffin card. I'm feeling like just from before I get any clarifiers, I feel like you've always had this inner knowing, because this is a Twin Flame dynamic, Divine Feminine. You've always known, like you knew when soul activation happened. You have this inner knowing. This is very much High Priestess energy. There's this inner knowing of this was my person. You knew. I feel like you cultivated this garden with this person. You knew this was your person, and then the separation, the death of the relationship happened. And we're going to go into this further. Spirit, can you tell me about the seer? Tell me more about the seer, garden, and the end of this relationship with the Coffin. End of cycles. Definitely the death card. Wow. So this is both of you. This is not just you. You both knew. You both knew, you both felt the connection, because this is your connective energy. This is what you're both experiencing and have experienced. I feel like you both had this connection, grew this garden. This is why the healing is on top of the garden. Very same symbolism right here. The alignment, the tending to your own garden now because of this death card. But I feel like we know it's Divine Masculine because they're the runner. Even though this person had this inner knowing and you had this inner knowing and you both knew, you both had the soul recognition, pride and ego is in the way here. And I'm going to go into it with some tarot just a little bit further, then we'll go more into those. Tell me about this pride and ego that interfered in the connection, Spirit. Tell me about this pride and ego. What happened here? Both of them. Queen of Cups. Seven of Swords. One more. Thank you, Spirit. I feel like this person, your Divine Masculine, even though they felt this connection and you are the Queen of Cups, emotional, you're sensitive, that's why you're the seer. I feel like this masculine's pride and ego sees you in a certain way, and they were pretending to be this King of Pentacles because you were the Queen of Cups. You were sensitive, loving, kind, emotionally in-tuned, loving, generous, but I'm hearing that they're just like the cock of the block. They want to be the king. They want to be the king, but they didn't feel up to it. Like this divine masculine felt less than. So they pretended to be a balanced person, to be a stable person, financially, emotionally, tending to your needs, things like that. And it was, you know, you felt like this, it was this garden. You felt like finally I met that person. I'm healing in this relationship. But the Seven of Swords this was an act. They weren't being authentic. They were not being authentic. They were acting like a King of Pentacles because of this pride and ego. Tell me about the garden, Spirit. Tell me about the garden. What's the importance of this and the healing? Whew, inner knowing again. Two of Cups, that divine partnership. Yes, you really knew. It's like confirming you knew. You both do, because this is the shared energy. This felt very healing. This was a very healing relationship. You felt like that hole that's been inside of you, it seems like your whole life, that it was gone. It was filled. This was the missing puzzle piece in your life. It was healing. You felt like, finally, this is it. I'm growing a garden. I'm thriving. This relationship is thriving. I'm going all in. I'm all in. This is my missing piece. You just knew. This person felt this way too. But they were being, that Seven of Swords keeps sticking right out at me. And pride and ego. They were in their mind a lot. Divine Feminine. This person was in their mind a lot because they saw you as this seer, this high priestess, this Queen of Cups. And they're like, I feel like they started to feel like you knew too much, like you could see through them. You were getting too close. They knew and felt what you felt. And your eye was on the prize. Union. You were so happy and healing in this union, but something happened to cause the death of this union, this end of cycles, this putting it in the ground. It seems like it's been forever to you. And I'm going to go into what happened here. Tell me about this, Spirit. What happened with this Death card? What happened to cause this separation? What was going on? What was the energy surrounding it? What happened? I'm pretty sure I know what happened, but I'm going to let Spirit guide the reading. Strength. Eight of Cups. Whew. That goes right back to that pride and ego. Two of Pentacles. Seven of Cups wanted to come out. I don't know if you can see that, so I'm going to put it right here. What caused this? The King of Pentacles is on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so I'm going to put that right here. As well as this Nine of Swords. And Seven of Swords again. All very important to this. The Spirit is weaving this right out to me. We have two of these right here. This person saw you as better than them. From the get-go, I'm hearing they knew they had that connection with you, but because of this Eight of Cups, there was just this, I feel like this pride and ego and this Eight of Cups, it just made them feeling like they were less than, feeling like they were not up to this King of Pentacles stability, because you exude this Queen of Cups energy. You're the nurturer, you're the seer. They did not like that you could seemingly read their mind, seemingly get into their emotions. I feel like for this divine masculine, it was like you were in their mind, running around with a pair of scissors. Like, they're going to find me out. They're going to know I'm not strong. I don't have inner strength. I wish I had inner strength with the Seven of Cups. I wish I had inner strength, but I don't. They were really in their mind about this. I feel like they were looking for other options with this 8 of Cups and 7 of Cups together. They were looking for different, easier, more, less emotionally invested, less emotionally challenged relationships, encounters. And they were juggling this. They were juggling what they felt for you with this 10 of Pentacles. They just were out of whack. The intensity with you was so much and the connection was so strong that they didn't feel like they were in their power. They didn't feel enough. They wanted to be this King of Pentacles. They pretended to be this King of Pentacles because of their pride and ego. They had to be the king shit. So they had to weigh. They had to weigh it out. And they decided to go in a different direction, I'm hearing, because it was easier. It was an easier direction than dealing with something in depth. They're not ready. They have too much pride and ego. This is current energy. They are still balancing out this. They are still running away with the 7 of Swords. They are still having anxiety about this. I feel you are having anxiety about this, and wondering what the fuck. Like, one minute you love them, one minute you are like, what the hell happened? You're having nightmares about it with this 9 of Swords. This person just hid a lot and they ran away. They walked away, they ran away for more shallow encounters. Something that was just, I'm hearing for some of them just a basic no depth is what I'm hearing. No depth. Where if this person left them, it wouldn't destroy them. Because this person feels like if something happened and you walked away, it would kill them. Like, it would just destroy them. Their ego, their pride, everything. And that's the current energy going on. Whew. This person does have a lot of pride and ego, a lot of fear going on here. So I'm going to go into Divine Masculine's current situations. What's currently going on with Divine Masculine Spirit. What's currently going on in Divine Masculine's world. The energy surrounding it, Spirit. Wow. Wow. Okay, tell me more about this body and soul, Spirit. What's going on here? Tell me more about this body and soul. Tell me more about this body and soul. This person is going within. They're really examining, free will. They're really examining why they choose the decisions that they do. Wow, Dark Night of the Soul with Into Me I See. Whew. What else, Spirit? Sacred Reverence, Spirit. Tell me more about Sacred Reverence. Yeah. Wow. These wanted to come out. Let me see what's on the bottom of the deck. Summer. I really feel this person is definitely, Divine Masculine is definitely examining themselves, why they chose the directions that they've chosen. This 5 right here is change. I feel like they really are going within. Why do they do what they do? Like, why did I make this decision? Like, yes, they have the free will to do so. And Spirit wants to remind you, so do you. And wants to remind you they do have free will to choose. It's their life. It's their life experience. But this person is really examining why they walked away. And I say that because of this Sacred Reverence. They do protect this connection. It may not seem like it on the surface, but they do protect it. It's like you hold the key to their heart and they know it. That's set 4 and 7 is 11, and 11 to me is twin flames. It's the 2. It's the twins. This person we saw in the beginning with the Seer card felt this connection. They are drawn to you energetically, physically, and emotionally drawn to you. And they don't know why. They just do. They're really examining themselves. This Dark Night of the Soul, they're really feeling the separation too. It's making them look within. We saw that here. It's pretty much saying the same thing. This 8 is that it's constantly looking within. They're really examining their choices. They're really examining what the hell they're doing. Why are they choosing to go in shallow relationships or, relationships with not really a challenge or sacred? Why are they running from this? And they're starting to realize it's because of self-worth. They do not feel equal to you. They know there's something special about you. They know there's something special about this connection, but they do not believe they deserve a connection like this or how to handle it. But they do want to reach out. They think about it all the time. It's in their head. They're thinking about it. They're wanting this safe, I feel like they want to return. Summer's pretty much coming to a close in a month. So they could reach out to you sometime this summer. Or they're just working on themselves this summer. They've really taken some time to reflect. See these grains of sand? Reflect over what they've done in their lives and how it affects them moving forward. All these moments of time for them. They're really reflecting. They are going through a dark night of the soul. I feel like they're working on their body. They're working on alignment. Spirit is definitely assisting here, making this happen. Spirit saying, yes, I gave everyone free will to experience. Everyone has it. Everyone is free. But I will have my divine way. And Spirit is really wanting this person to, it's like Spirit's guiding and protecting. See, this lotus is blooming and starting to awaken and flower. Spirit is really protecting this person while they're going through this and sending them downloads, signs, synchronicities, and it's just really triggering. And this all has to do with you. Now I'm going to go into what's going on in your situation, Divine Feminine. What's going on with you in your world? How are you feeling about this or what's going on? Whatever Spirit wants to bring up. Earth magic. I love it. I love this so much. Spirit of gratitude. Yes. This is why Divine Masculine is starting to go through this dark night of the soul. Why they're examining their life. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Good for you, Divine Feminine. Good for you. What I see here is you are really getting grounded, connecting to who you really are. You are working in your own soul power, your soul magic. You are dropping gratitude, glitter all over the place. You're so thankful for your blessings. I feel like you're meditating. I feel like you're praying. You're getting grounded. You're working your magic. You're seeing the beauty within yourself, seeing your manifestation powers, making your wishes come true. See all these stars? You are leveling up. You are blooming. And you are grateful. And you are really stepping back from chasing Divine Masculine. I feel like some of you are stepping away from the label of Twin Flames, the label of Divine Masculine, the label of Divine Feminine, and just knowing that you are a soul with a body, having an experience, and you are breathing in a life and being in the present moment. Taking a deep breath, chill. Shit comes your way, you know how to work your magic, you know how to thrive with it, and you know how to move forward and be in the present moment. These are life events happen, not problems. Life events happen, and our mind will turn them into a problem. What Spirit is saying is, what you're growing here, you are growing that ability to control your thoughts. You are growing that ability to know when to react and when to chill. You are enjoying life. You're stopping and smelling the flowers. You are concentrating on your own path, not what Divine Masculine's doing. And if you're not doing this yet, this is Spirit saying these are the steps necessary. Tell me, Spirit, what has Divine Feminine worked on in regards to this earth magic and grounding, this gratitude and breathing in the beauty of life? What has or what should the Divine Feminine work on or has been working on that has most definitely affected Divine Masculine? That's it, balancing the shared energy. And that shared energy is what makes Divine Masculine run. If it's intense, as we saw earlier, this person felt intense, not worthy, wasn't ready for this, relationship because it was so intense. But you have been walking that line. You have been grounding yourself, gratitude, staying in your own lane, focusing on your own life experience. And what that does is when you're not worried about union with divine masculine, you're not worried about divine masculine at all, you know that you literally are not in separation. That's just a term. That's a physical term, separation. But you're one soul with two polarities. One's a runner, one's a chaser. Neither one is good or bad, but you are balancing that out. And how you're balancing it out is by getting grounded, making your own life situation, gratitude, and being present in the present moment, smelling those flowers, meditating. And you are balancing it. And that's what's causing that dark night of the soul. You may even have opted into, I'm dropping out of that whole twin flame journey and dogma, and I'm dating. I'm dating. I'm focusing on a soulmate who's easy and who I don't have to worry about the intensity. You know, there's a lot of bonuses for going for a soulmate over a twin flame, because you can experience a lot through soulmates. We can experience a lot through soulmates, relationships, as well as friendships, but I'm seeing relationships because of this card. We can learn a lot about that, and I feel like so can divine masculine. So if they are in a relationship, you actually see that this person, some people label it a karmic, but this person actually will help them be a better person, because spirit has put them into divine masculine's life to teach them lessons. Whether they're a great soulmate or not, it's going to help them learn. It's going to help them with their life experience. And I feel like you are seeing that as well for yourself, that you're seeing people, relationships that you're having or maybe want to have as experiences moving forward. Some of you are just opening up, taking a deep breath and saying, I'm going to go for a soulmate. I'm going to manifest a nice soulmate to me. Or you may already be dating this person as well, and you feel like you're soulmates. And you're grateful. You have the unconditional love for the twin, but you know that this person is in your life for a reason. And soulmates are really easy versus a twin flame. What else, Spirit? What else has Divine Feminine been working on? This is fantastic, Divine Feminine. And if you haven't started, Spirit is saying, it's time. Yeah, that deep breath, you know this. You know you are pure consciousness. Spirit and you are one. Divine Masculine and you are one. You're one soul in two different bodies, having two different life experiences. For Spirit, your soul is experiencing, and you are very aware of this. You're learning more about this. If you're not fully aware of it right now, you're getting the hits and the intuition. There's more to this. And it's beautiful. It's your awakening. It's your ascension. That's fantastic. You're doing so fantastic. And this is what's causing that dark night of the soul in Divine Masculine that we saw. Thank you, Spirit. Very good. Very good. So now I'm going to go into why the separation, Spirit. What happened? What's going on? We already know the pride and ego, but I think I want to go in a little further. What's going on? Why the separation? What happened? I'm going to get a couple of decks here. Why the separation, Spirit? Why is this, and what caused this separation? With this collective this week, Spirit. And I'm going to take what was on the bottom of the deck because this is really relevant, especially with this Divine Masculine. Okay. Tell me more about this, Spirit. This goes to that free will again. This Divine Masculine definitely... Spirit wants to say, no matter what, you're both actually being this free spirit right now. Or you should be. Your free will. Why the separation? Because of this distant, okay. What else, Spirit? Elusive? Oh, yes, okay. Unlovable. I feel like this goes here. Oh, wow. Projecting and projections. Which I knew that. That's why I took that on the bottom of the deck. The bottom of the deck is guarded here, so I'm going to keep this out as a wild card. So what I'm getting is the reason for this separation is this person felt so much intensity. The runner, the Divine Masculine, felt so much intensity with you that they just didn't experience this before. It kind of set off red flags, like, why is this person so perfect? Why do I feel so much for this person? I feel like they got lost in this situation. I feel like they felt like they were losing themselves in this situation. They were projecting a lot of shit onto you. They felt so much. I feel like for some of them, they felt like maybe you cast a spell on them, that maybe you were a little witchy, and they thought, this person put a love spell on me because I've never felt this before. I don't know why I can't stop thinking about them, why I need to be with them. And then, and this is after a period of time, not when you're first meeting. This is when the intensity is building up in the twin flame dynamic. I feel like this person started to slow down their attention. They started to, I call it crumb you out. They start giving you crumbs instead of, you know, being totally enveloped in one another and growing that garden that we saw earlier. This person became distant because they were in their mind. They were trying to figure out why. Why do they need to be with you? Why do they love you so much, but yet want to run? And I feel like they just, because this is what the runner does, they just project. They project fear. They project their own bullshit onto Divine Feminine, making up any excuse not to be with you. I'm not financially stable enough. I'm not lovable. I have a temper. Their pride and ego. Maybe you were not, maybe they're even saying, you know, they're not my normal type of person. Or my mom doesn't like them. My dad doesn't like them. My family doesn't accept this person. My job is too important to me. Some of them, they're too skinny. They're a little too this. They're a little too overweight. They're, you know, it could be any reason. And as long as that intensity is there, they will project any excuse onto you that they can. And they will be elusive. They'll keep it to themselves instead of speaking up. They'll just be in their mind projecting. And then they start to believe it, and then they get really disillusioned with the connection. And they start to shut it out. They compartmentalize it. Divine Masculines are brilliant at compartmentalizing things. Yes, they had this amazing connection with you, but it was too much for them to handle. And it was because the intensity. Because this is not a normal relationship. This is a twin flame dynamic. It's not a soulmate. Soulmates you can get excited about, and you can do all the normal things that we normally do in the physical 3D world with relationships. You can have expectations. You can have projections of the future, plan your future. You plan your future with Divine Masculine, they're out of there. They were probably planning with you, but in the back of their mind, they were projecting. They were getting scared, and they were making sure to disillusion themselves. And I feel like they either ghosted or they just flat out told you, this isn't working for me. I gotta go. I gotta be free. They may have cheated, went in a different direction, and told you. Or you spoke out and you're like, what is going on with the crumbs, dude? What is going on with the crumbs? Why are you being so elusive? Why are you distancing yourself from me? What's going on? Let's talk about it. And they're like, bye. They gotta go. It's that runner energy. It's that buildup. Spirit, what made them run? What made them run? I'm going to get some messages about why they ran first from Divine Masculine's mouth through the cards. Spirit, tell me why. Tell me some words. Tell me some words. Why did they run? What did they tell themselves? What were they projecting? What was going on? I knew this. I said this earlier. They felt like they lost themselves in this relationship, and they didn't want to. They didn't want to love someone that much because they thought they would get... I feel like a few of these people are like recovering alcoholics or addicts of some way, and so their brain is wired to stay away from things where they can sink themselves into or disrupt their life or life patterns, and they don't want to lose themselves in this relationship. Remember that pride and ego. This person has a huge pride and ego. And that's why they're going through the dark night of the soul. They did not want to lose themselves in this situation. They were becoming enveloped, and it was too much. The intensity was too much. It's not that you were too much, Divine Feminine, because you weren't. You both came together to trigger the living shit out of each other. That's a fact. But you didn't know probably about twin flames at this time period. And if you did, you didn't know exactly what they really meant. Some people romanticize it and say that twin flames, they look at twin flames like it's a soulmate. It's this movie romance. That's not it. It is an earth-shattering, mind-blowing, soul gut-wrenching experience that if you knew what it was going to happen, you would really go opt out and go in a different direction of a soulmate. Because this tears you down. This is tearing Divine Masculine down. They felt like they were losing themselves. They were facing all of these things about themselves. They were projecting it onto you, but that triggers you. Now you're triggered, and you are moving forward, having to deal with this. What else, Spirit? Yeah. Now that you're doing your work and getting grounded, as we saw earlier, it's triggering that dark night of the soul. And they cannot believe they worked so hard to get you, and they were enveloped and all in, and they were just all about you, and then I pushed you away. But this is what the twin flame journey does. What was the main thing that pushed divine masculine away? What, in relation to the twin flame dynamic itself? What was the main thing that pushed divine masculine away? That's too many, Spirit. I just need 1 or 2, please. Thank you. Okay, this right here, I made this card because my divine masculine is a peeper, okay? I have unconditional love for this person, but I made this card because they watch you. They check in on you. Like, I literally catch my divine masculine watching me and wonder, what are you, why are you doing that? But I know. Now I just call it twin thing, and I don't even pay attention half the time. But they do. They didn't like that they were obsessed with you. That lose myself in this situation. They didn't like the obsession. It made them uncomfortable, especially those that have been in programs about alcohol addiction or have beaten addiction. They really stray away from anything obsessive, and they were always thinking about you, checking up on you. Who are you hanging around with? It was just like, that's what they do, and they still do it, and they don't like it. They don't like it, but that's what divine masculine does. There's a reader on YouTube. He's a twin flame coach named Kurt, New World All-Star. He calls him Divine Creepy Pants, and that's exactly what he is. I call him the peeper. It's a running joke with me and my best friend. We call him the peeper because he's my divine masculine does this all the time. And it's different. If it was somebody else, I'd be like, oh, I would be creeped out, but this is divine masculine. That's what they do. I know what they do. They're haunted by you. Like, they think about you all the time. You're always on their mind. You're always in their mind. And that is why they ran. It's that shared energy we talked about that you're balancing. But this is why they ran. Any more, Spirit, that you'd like to talk about? I don't feel it. Yep, you're on their mind, Divine Feminine. They watch you. They're haunted by you. They think about you. They don't understand why. Why they ran. Why they want to be with you at the same time. It's like a tug of war, and it's because of the intensity. The intensity repels them. But you working on this and living your best life, it's lifting the veil. And at first, when it lifts the veil, they start getting all this sexual energy built up. That's what you have to watch out for. If they come at you with sexual energy, that's your energy, and you're not ready yet. They have to come at you correct, not just for sex, just not just for some flirting, not just for, spending some time together. Not for any of that. You're the keeper of the flame, Divine Feminine, and you working on yourself, staying in your own lane, and you're the leader and the keeper of this whole dynamic. And we can see that because now, through your work that we saw earlier, with you getting grounded, having gratitude, going within, leveling that shared energy, aligning with your soul, being in the present moment, that is keeping this person. Now he's getting all squirrely. He's watching, he's haunted by you, and he's getting all squirrely. Divine Masculine did not like how obsessed, attracted, like they needed you, like in this way. They need your body. They need to be close to you. They need to be one with you. And they don't understand it. But it's that other polarity of the soul wanting to connect, but the physical body thinks I just want to be inside this person, or I want this person inside me, depending on the situation. And you're in their mind all the time, and they don't know why. And this causes a lot of bullshit in their head, this fear-based energy. It causes their mind to project onto you, to make excuses of why they run. They'll tell you every excuse of why, or they'll just ghost you and say nothing. Thank you, Spirit. But that's why they ran. Spirit, what's the lesson here for this collective, for Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine? What is the lesson here? What's the lesson? What's the lesson, Spirit? What's the lesson, Spirit? Oh, yes. This goes back to you, Divine Feminine, as well. Remember the card where you were barefoot and you were creating your own magic? This is the lessons here. It's both of you learning about your magic and having confidence in yourself in your life, overcoming any obstacles. We have an 11 again. But it starts with you. It starts with your soul alignment. It starts with accepting yourself, this first breath, beginner's mind. It's like you're having to start all over again, because you have been conditioned that relationships are a certain way, that you are your physical body, your life experiences, your name, your gender, your race, your financial status, your how many kids you have, what kind of parent you are. You're none of that. That's your physical, worldly life experience. You are a soul that has a body living a life for spirit. Spirit wants to experience itself through the many parts of itself, which are you and everybody else on this earth, every living creature on this earth, everything, all the planets, every particle, every star, every sun, everything. This cosmic dance, this cosmic flow, this cosmic energy, this miraculous experience. And Spirit wants to experience it all. And Spirit is experiencing it all. But this meeting, this lesson, you're learning, you're wiping the slate clean. It's like you're lifting the veil. That came out a minute ago. You're lifting the veil to what is. You're overcoming obstacles in your life. You're seeing these aren't walls. This is me moving forward. This twin flame journey isn't painful. It's an obstacle that I need to have confidence in to move forward. It's teaching me things. What are the lessons moving forward? I'm not going to live in my past. I'm not going to cling to a future for my happiness. I am now. I'm going to, any obstacles, I'm going to see them as life events. Can I change them? What can I learn from them? Can this be changed, or do I have to accept it? And you're having confidence in yourself to cut away any bullshit that is not for you. To move forward with confidence and power, knowing that you can manifest, soul align, and bring inner peace to yourself and your surroundings, raise your vibrations, and you can make this world amazing. And that's what this twin flame journey is about, and it starts with that first breath, wiping away, getting out of those mind patterns. The mind is your biggest obstacle. It's the wall. It's the what's going to stop you. It's what's going to hinder you. But if you're aligning with your soul, that is simply being in the present moment, accepting what is. And if you can change it, change it. If you can't, you can. Not living in the past, not hoping for a future, but being now. Moving forward, having confidence, the gratitude, the magic. We already see you're working on that. These are the lessons, and Divine Masculine has to learn these lessons too. He's just a little further behind you. But as you keep going, they keep going behind you. Till eventually the energy is the shared energy is level, and you're both on neutral ground with one another. And that's when they come to you correct. That's when you have the inner knowing. There's no butterflies, there's no expectations, there's no jealousy, there's no need to fill silences. There's none of that. You just are, and you just enjoy being with one another. This Magician Sword is 3 and 7 is 10. You are putting it into the cycles. You are aligning with yourself. That 2 and 1 is 3. Body, soul, spirit. It all starts there, that alignment. The mind is the only obstacle. You use your mind like a calculator when you need it. But 99% of the time, it's running by itself, controlling you. You're cutting that away. You're learning it. You're learning how to stop mind patterns, to put it into cycles, to put it into believing you are your thoughts. You're cutting away what's not good for you, and you are harnessing your magic. And this is for the both of you. These are the lessons both of you are meant to learn. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see. I'm going to go into how Divine Masculine sees you in their heart space. I'm not going to do challenges because we already know the challenges and blockages. We already know that. We already did that. They came out on their own organically. So I'm going to go into how does Divine Masculine currently see you in their headspace. How does Divine Masculine currently see Divine Feminine in their headspace, in their mind's eye? She who persists. Your name may be Jocelyn. Their name may be Jocelyn, but if it's not, it doesn't matter. But she who persists. Defiant, persistent, perspective. Tell me about this, Spirit. Tell me about this. How does Divine Masculine currently see Divine Feminine in their headspace? They definitely see you as persistent. That you defied the separation. You defied this separation. You let go. They feel they sacrificed you. They let you go. But I feel like they know that you moved on. You're persistent. You defied the pain. You went through it. They feel like you didn't. Even though it may have hurt you very much, I feel like you didn't really show it to them. I feel like you were persistent with moving forward, your happiness, your goals. A few of you, that you were persistent with them, trying to keep making contact even though the separation had already happened. But I feel like what Spirit's saying is you did hang on for a little bit and keep trying to maintain contact even though the separation happened. When they let you go, they sacrificed you, this relationship, but you ended up moving on. You defied your, how can I explain that? Sun is on the bottom of the deck. You defied it because you went after your wishes come true instead of hanging on to this person. You accepted it, but you defied being in pain, being in misery. You may have went through a dark night of the soul and then said, fuck this, 1 and 9 is 10. I'm moving forward. I'm putting an end to this. I'm going for my wishes fulfilled. I have a new outlook. I am ready for my happiness, my sunshine, my self-love, what's good for me. This person let me go. I tried to contact them a few times, but I'm moving forward. I'm not going to sink into this. You had perspective. You defied staying in the dark night of the soul, staying in the rabbit hole. You looked for help. You asked for help. And you didn't care if you had justice from this person. You had justice for yourself. You brought justice to yourself. You didn't need that apology. You didn't need an explanation. You moved forward. You brought the justice to your own front door. The world. You took control of your life. We see that here, but you took control of your life. We see that in the cards earlier, that you took control. And they see this in their headspace. You took control of mind. This is 2 and 1 is 3. You took control of that mind and focused on your soul, your body, and your alignment with spirit. You're taking care of yourself. You're balancing it. You're going after what's good for you, and you don't need anybody's apologies or explanations. You took what happened into the palm of your hands and turned it around. And they see that. And that's really beautiful energy to see. That's really beautiful energy to see. How does Divine Masculine currently see Divine Feminine in their heart space, Spirit? And then I'll get some messages with this as well. How does Divine Masculine currently see Divine Feminine in their heart space? Wow. She who begins. Primavera. Like spring. That you're going after your potential, you're actualizing your dreams, you're launching yourself into your own life, your own lane, your own success. You may have started a business, went back to school, new careers. You were just thriving instead of being in that dark night of the soul. They see it. They see it in their mind and they see it in their hearts. They feel it in their heart space. What else? How do they see Divine Feminine currently? How do they feel about Divine Feminine currently in their heart space? Currently in their heart space. Ooh. This one turned over. Death. We have the death card again. That you put an end to this shit. You went out and lived your life. You got rid of any mass deceptions, any pain, any illusions, any fears. And you went out and I feel like you celebrated with friends. You're really into your community. This 3 of Cups is coming together. I feel like you hang out with your friends. Like a lot of opportunities are happening for you because you put things to rest and cut away bullshit and ended cycles that just weren't for you. And you're transitioning. You began. After you ended it and started living your own life and having fun, getting rid of any fears, illusions, wishful thinking. And this Page of Cups, you grew your own love. You spoke messages of love to yourself to help your garden. Remember that garden card came up earlier. You put an end to tending to the garden of this relationship. And you spoke love to yourself, showed love to yourself, showed love to your family, friends, the people that love you. You focused on you and living your best life. Opportunities were coming. Cups are being filled. Cups are being offered. And you're growing that garden. Your spring, she who begins. You're actualizing your potential, your self-love. Really focusing on your inner knowing because you are the seer. You changed. 4 and 1 is 5. You changed the whole situation. Remember that world card that came out? You took the world into your own hands by speaking love and kindness to yourself and really getting out there and living. And that's absolutely beautiful for this person to see you like that and feel this way about you. I'm going to get some words. I have a bunch of hidden truth messages. I'm going to shuffle them, see what comes out, how they feel about you in their heart space, what they're thinking, how they feel, Spirit. What are some messages? Okay. I'm going to get one more. I keep feeling 5. One more, Spirit. Thank you. I feel like one of the excuses that they told themselves going forward and seeing you living your best life, that they're still in that I'm not good enough and pride and ego. Like they see you moving forward and actualizing this life, and they're like, and it is heartbreaking for them to see you thriving, but at the same time they admire it. This you broke my heart. I feel like when they walked away from you, it was more painful than you knew. And it's heartbreaking. They're happy for you, but it's heartbreaking at the same time because they see you thriving and moving forward. And do not feel bad about that. Spirit's saying, do not feel bad about that. You live your life. And they know this wasn't fair. They know they weren't thinking. The thing is, they were thinking. That was the problem. But this person doesn't know the difference yet. I wasn't thinking. They were thinking too much was the problem. They were overthinking. So they really couldn't see. And leaving you broke their heart. Ending this broke their heart. But they weren't thinking. They weren't in their right mind. Well, they were in their mind. They were not, they were in fear-based energy. We saw that earlier. And they tell themselves, you know, we both know I'm not the one for you. Because they feel unlovable, remember? They feel like they're making any excuse. Still, they're still going through that dark night of the soul because this is current energy. They're still feeling they're not worthy of you. They know it's not fair. Their heart's breaking because you're thriving, but do not feel bad about that. They were overthinking, I'm going to say that, and projecting. And I know I was a distraction from your pain. Now, this is one of the excuses that they've told themselves. That she or he really didn't love me, or that they didn't really love me. I just was a distraction from what was going on in their life. Like, you may have had family issues, you may have had hard times, you know, but the excuse they tell themselves is, I was a distraction, you know. I was a distraction from your pain. That's it. I don't know why this happened. They don't know why they met you and this connection happened. They don't understand it. They're still in that dark night of the soul. You can see that. I know that I crossed a line with you because they were obsessive. They're watching you. And they don't like that they can't stop watching you. They can't stop wondering. And they know that by either ghosting you or breaking it off, they crossed over a line they may not be able to come out from because they've been peeping on you. They're checking because they just feel this intense attraction to you, this sexual energy. Let me get some more. Yeah, the line was crossed. They're attracted. They don't know what the hell's going on, but they do want to feel that way again in the beginning, before the intensity took over, before the runner-chaser energy dynamic happened. They want to feel that way again. They want to reach out. We saw that earlier. And the more that you're doing the work, the more that they're wanting to come forward. Thank you, Spirit. I'm going to see some future outcome, possible future outcomes with Divine Masculine. What are some possible future outcomes with Divine Masculine? Will Divine Masculine reach out? Rewards? Letting go? What else? Oof. And I'm going to get a couple more from another deck that I like to get future outcomes from. All right. This comes out a lot in future outcomes. And I'm going to get, I think, one more just to balance that out. Possible future outcomes, Spirit. Say within the next year, Spirit. Wisdom comes out again. What? Oh, and a 22 comes out again. Okay. Progression forward. Realization. And I'm going to get one more. I feel like the story's incomplete. One more. All right. Spirit's like, I'm not going to give you anything exact. And I'm like, okay. But I tried. But this is what Spirit's saying. Spirit's saying, moving forward with Divine Masculine, you're going to continue having the wisdom to release the attachment, release the dogma of the twin flame dynamic, and realize that people are meant to come and go and teach you lessons in your life. You're letting go of things that don't serve you. You're releasing people, patterns, thoughts, and you're focusing on your rewards, what you deserve, that you are really feeling like you deserve a great life, abundance, sharing of your abundance. I feel like Divine Masculine moving forward is seeking knowledge of why. Why do I feel this way? What's going on? They are wanting wisdom as well. Wisdom comes here, but I'm not there yet. They are seeking the knowledge that they need to move forward, and they're looking in many different directions. They're getting out in nature. They are taking care of themselves. They are reading. They are looking. They are seeking knowledge because they want to make a decision. They want to be able to make a decision moving forward. We saw that. They want to reach out. We saw that with that card, return. They're building up the strength to make that decision. 4 and 1 is 5 is change. They really want to change. There's these 2 lovebirds here. They do want to make a decision, but they're not there yet. And I feel like you doing the work that you're doing, that we've seen, it actually encourages Divine Masculine's growth. And when that happens, because you are further along on your journey, you're more experienced, this Divine Masculine is in their, infancy with it. They're needing the encouragement, not directly, but energetically. When you're, letting go, releasing, coming together, focusing on your abundance, your life, realizing people come and go, and they're here to teach us something, being in the present moment, it really encourages Divine Masculine energetically. They don't know it's you. They think it's them. And it helps them gain wisdom and realization that they are the key to their own happiness. That they just have to see that climbing the ladder of books. It's that seeking knowledge. They're seeking knowledge for ascension. They're starting to climb the ladder, and it's gaining. It's helping Divine Masculine gain wisdom so they can realize they are the key to their own happiness. And it's just not a little keyhole. They can just walk right through anytime, and their happiness and their future is right now if they choose it. But they have to make the choice, and they have to trust and protect themselves. Protect themselves from intruding thoughts, from masked deceptions and fear, from themselves. I feel like they're just going to go inward for a while, this says. In this field of dreams, Spirit's saying, just don't see these eggs that people are sitting on. These are 2 different decks right here. Spirit's saying, don't sit on an egg with this person waiting for it to hatch, waiting for a future. That you're just watching and waiting for it to happen. Spirit's saying, I have things for you to experience, Divine Feminine, and I have things for Divine Masculine to experience. And waiting around is going to do nothing, because this is, yes, you're doing the work, and yes, you're magnetizing Divine Masculine back when you do it, but this is my divine timing, Spirit's saying. This is my divine timing when I have you 2 come back together, because I need Divine Masculine to learn something, and I need you to learn something and experience something. And until that happens, the egg is not cooked. It's not ready to hatch, but don't wait around. Don't make a home out of it. Don't watch it. Don't sit on it and wait. And Spirit's pretty much saying, just trust me. I'm ironing out the details. You do the work. You have the wisdom. You let go, release, focus on your own lane, your abundance, being in the present moment, aligning with Spirit, and take your focus off Divine Masculine and an outcome, waiting for this to hatch. Because I have things for you to experience, and you're missing out on them. If you're waiting around for Divine Masculine, and you're not dating anybody else, and you're not wanting to love or open your heart to anybody else, or you're obsessed with an outcome, or you're just going back down into that dark night of the soul, it's a repeating cycle. Spirit says, trust me, I got this. It's not going to happen until I'm ready for it to happen. Because I have things for you. I have things for this person. You just keep living and enjoying your life experience. Spirit, what do the twins need to surrender to on this journey moving forward? What needs to be surrendered by this collective? Surrender to frustration. It goes to sitting on that egg. Spirit says, frustration doesn't open any doors or hatch any eggs. It doesn't open any doors and it doesn't hatch any eggs. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath. Both of those cards came out, the wall, the blockages, and take a deep breath. Center yourself and regroup so you may approach the situation more clearly. Spirit says sometimes you're going to have some stumbling blocks on this journey, both of you. Surrender the frustration. Center yourself. Align with Spirit. And how do you do that? Align with your soul. You are in the present moment. Take a deep breath. Feel that breath moving in and out. Focus on the sounds around you. Accept the present moment as it is. If you can change it, change it. But you have to calm yourself first. You have to calm yourself. The more you're in the present moment, the more clarity you have. The more you can think clearly because your mind's not going a million miles an hour or obsessed with an outcome with Divine Masculine. Or if you found out news about Divine Masculine with another person, with getting married, having a baby, or they come to your door and they're acting squirrely, or you catch them looking at you, peeping in on you, just surrender that frustration. It's okay. I have things for you to experience apart from this person. Anything in life, surrender the frustration and ground yourself. Because the more you ground yourself and be in the present moment, the more clear you can get moving forward. Spirit, can you tell me some messages for Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine on this journey that can help them moving forward, please? From you and the Spirit guides. And then after this, I'm going to get an angel message from Love and Light for you guys. Ooh, that's too many, Spirit. Spirit has a lot to say. There we go. Thank you. Embrace change. I move easily and confidently through the changes in my life, and I surrender the frustration, and I trust Spirit. I trust myself. I trust my soul. Look how open this person is, just ready. I move easily and confidently. And we saw that with that sword. Remember, that was a lesson that came up, was that sword for confidence. Let me see if I can find it. That magician's sword, confidence in your magic. Putting an end to what doesn't serve you, mind patterns. Which, if you're obsessing about Divine Masculine, that's definitely a mind pattern. When you catch yourself thinking about or worrying about sitting on that egg, waiting for it to hatch, you get some frustrating news about Divine Masculine. Like, surrender the frustration. Take a deep breath and get grounded. Cut away. Have confidence in your own magic. Stay in your own lane and embrace this change. This is meant to happen. Spirit's saying that. Trust me. I have things for you to experience. I'm protecting you. This is what is meant to happen. Have the confidence moving forward. Embrace changes. Don't be frustrated by them. What lessons are there to learn? How do you move forward confidently? And it starts with believing in yourself. Cutting away any bullshit. You can even have this as a mantra on your refrigerator just to remind yourself on this journey. Embrace change. I move easily and confidently through the changes in my life. I will surrender frustration and take a deep breath, center myself, regroup so that I can approach the situation more calmly. And I have confidence in my magic. And I trust Spirit and divine timing and divine will. And then I'm going to get some messages, Spirit and angels that work in Love and Light. Can you give me a card to close this reading out for Divine, for Divine Feminine? For Divine Feminine. Thank you. No. I need some clarification on that. Oh, this goes right back to it. Say no to frustration. Say no to those thoughts that don't serve you. The labels you put on yourself. The things that are not for your highest good. Say no. It's okay to say no, Spirit says. And when you need to, just like this card right here says, embrace the change. It goes to this: earth and ground yourself. Center yourself. Regroup. Call on your angels. Call on Spirit to help guide you. Center yourself so you can cut away any mind chatter. I'm going to get one more. Focus on that joy and contentment. Remember how Divine Masculine saw you in their heart space, as well as this energy here of letting go, release, farewell, impermanence. Focusing on your abundance, sharing, your bounty, caring. great health and happiness. We saw that you're moving forward and celebrating with your friends. Opportunities are coming for you. Focus on that and easily embrace it and move confidently forward. Surrender. Surrender to Spirit. Clear. Cancel the thoughts, the negative thoughts, and release. We're going to have negative thoughts. We can't be positive all the time, but the vibration can be high. You can catch yourself with what you're thinking, what you're saying to yourself. When your mind drifts, and it will, towards divine masculine. Clear and block the need to daydream, fantasize, or make vision boards and stuff about divine masculine, or an outcome, or wishing they would text, or wanting to reach out. Surrender all of that. Cancel those impulses, those thoughts, and release them. Don't be frustrated. Surrender. Call on Spirit. Ground yourself. Focus on healing energy for you, which you have been, but continue, Spirit says. Because in the end, after all that, at the end of the day, you'll have harmony and resolution, and you'll be able to guide yourself and have strength to guide yourself and trust yourself as well, because that third eye, because Spirit's got you. See these hands? You're manifesting. You're able to guide and co-create with Spirit. I see these as wings and hands enveloping you. Spirit's got you and helping you create, having the strength to create and manifest your best life. Wow. And on the bottom of the deck was manifestation. And you're open and receptive. You embrace change confidently. You're ready for it. You're ready for the abundance and the wish fulfillment and the manifestations to come to you. And you're also, Spirit's saying you're also open to, they may not look like what you intended, but it manifests what's meant for you in your highest good. Just do the work. Do the work. And expect miracles in yourself, nothing outside of yourself. In yourself, and surrender to divine timing. You're protected. You're protected. Your divine angels, your guardian angels, Spirit, they're there. Trust the universe. Because when you do that, it's a total transformation in your spiritual growth. And I'm going to leave you with that. I hope this reading helped. Keep doing the work. You're doing fantastic. And if you haven't started yet, this is your wake-up call from Spirit. This is the trumpets blazing. I hope it helped. See you next week. Have a great weekend. Namaste.